Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new video. You join me here in my closet. I feel like I've started most of my videos in here or ended them here for some reason recently, but I am in here for good reason. I have been meaning to start this vlog pretty much all day, but I got kind of into like a cleaning kick. Yesterday I sat around and did nothing but read my book, so I had a little bit of energy today. And I came in here to do one thing and then ended up organizing the entire closet. So I figured I'd pick up the vlog here before I get ready to head to Pilates this evening. I ordered a few wicker baskets. Let me show you these wicker baskets up here from Amazon to replace my like simple white plastic ones. Let me see, I have one here. They just looked like this. I have some stuff in here that I'm gonna take photos of for Depop. But I wanted to kind of like finish off the bedroom. I feel like I have hair on my face. I wanted to try to finish off the closet and make it feel a little bit more cozier in here and bring in some more natural materials. So that's why I picked, I'm looking over here because I have some over here as well. That's why I picked up 6 of these wicker baskets to replace these plastic basket lids. I'm still going to use these plastic baskets. I have a couple so I can use them in like the guest room or the office closet for storage. I have also ordered some smaller versions of these little baskets to put on my shelving where my shoes are, so I can kind of use them to put on like my sunglasses case. I have like so many sunglasses and cases that I don't know what to do with, so if I can kind of just have a spot to throw them all in. And then I also have a lot of bags, like little clutches that don't necessarily like sit nicely on a shelf, that I can put in a basket and put on the shelf, and they're kind of hidden away. So I started doing that, and then it turned into a full closet redo, and I just thought, let me just get this done with. Nobody wants to watch this. Nobody wants to see this. Cooper is so tired from the weekend. He's just hanging out over here. But I reorganized. I color coded everything. Well, I say we, but it's me. Color coding everything. I like just to have everything kind of organized, so I did that. And then I also got rid of a few things from my side of stuff, just a few things that I literally have not picked up since the last time I did it. And then I also have a rail here of a few new pieces that I recently picked up that are kind of waiting. I'm not really sure if I'm going to include that in this video or make it its own video. I picked up, I think there's 5. Yeah, there's 5 pieces from Abercrombie, and then I picked up 2 dresses from Bloomingdale's, and then a pair of jeans, or not, actually 2 pairs of jeans from Bloomingdale's. So I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do like a, I don't know, like a fall try on, or if I'm gonna do a style video, maybe with like the new items and then some old pieces from my closet. I'm not really sure yet, but if you see that later in the video, that is why. Looking really, really nice. So I have 3 storage boxes up here. I'm gonna order a few more of the bigger boxes. Like I said, I've ordered the smaller ones, but I'm gonna order a few more of these because I have stuff up here I need to get rid of. I really don't want anything along the perimeter of the closet because it really encloses the space. And then no judging because I have not touched this side, but this is just a mess. I'm missing some shoes that are downstairs that I need to put on here, but this right here is my shelf of like crap. Like literally I just pile everything on there. So I figured if I get little baskets that can fit on these shelves, obviously I can change the height of these. I could sit them in there and throw everything away so it looks a little bit more tidier and neater. And then I have boxes up here as well for Andrew's things, but the same thing, I can order a few more because he keeps things right here, just so it's all in sync and it looks really cute. So that's what I've been doing today. Let me actually move into the bedroom with Cooper. So Cooper is really, really tired because this weekend we went to Tampa for a friend's birthday party. I'm just gonna sit. I've just been sitting on this. I made the bed and then I've sat on it. We went to Tampa this weekend to celebrate a friend's 30th birthday. So she just kind of threw like a pool party with friends and family. So we went for the weekend and stayed at another friend's place and brought Cooper with us. He did not like staying in an apartment. He's not an apartment dog. He didn't know where the sounds were coming from, why there were people walking by the door every 5 minutes. So he was not too happy. So I did bring him to the party with us, and then I also stayed home with him Saturday night, and Andrew and our friends went out to dinner, and I just stayed back with Cooper and chilled out. We had breakfast on Sunday before we headed home, and that was at Samoe? No. Yeah, Samoe? I don't know. I think the P is silent, so it's P-S-O-M-I. So I'm probably pronouncing it entirely wrong, but apparently it's a really popular like breakfast and brunch spot in Tampa, so we did that. You definitely have to make a reservation. I'll link it below in case anyone is from the area to check it out if you're over there. but it was really, really good. I had like a lavender ube latte, which was really good. And then my avocado toast was really quite good as well with red onions. I desperately need a haircut. I've just made a hair appointment for Thursday because I have not had my haircut since May. I cut my bangs at some point myself in the summer, but I have not touched them since, and I'm just not gonna touch them. I'm just gonna let her do it. But I'm just constantly making them like curtains, and I just need a fresh cut. So I've made an appointment on Thursday. But when we came home yesterday, we just relaxed. Usually when we go to that side of town, we have a lot of friends over in that area. So usually when we're heading home, we kind of just like get up and get on the road at 8 o'clock. That way we have the whole Sunday when we get back to kind of just like reset before the week. But we ended up not getting back yesterday until like 2, I want to say. So we just sat around and did nothing. I'm pretty sure Andrew fell asleep watching football on the couch, and I just laid in bed reading my book. You're probably sick of me listing all the new books that I've been reading, but I finished the Icebreaker series. So that was Icebreaker, Wildfire, and Daydream. I don't know if I mentioned in my previous vlog, but I was reading Icebreaker when I was in the Maldives, and then when I went to the airport, I recognized the author's name on another book, so I picked it up, not realizing that it's a 3-book series. So I started reading the book on the airplane and was like, why is she using all the same character names like an idiot? And realized that it was the second part to the series. So I ended up finishing that, and I picked up the 3rd book when we came home. So I finished that series, which was really, really good, really nice, easy read, really enjoyable. And then my friend whose birthday it actually was this weekend, she's like my book reading buddy. We kind of started reading books at the same time without even really realizing. And actually kind of started reading the same series, which is really funny. So we have similar tastes in books, and she recommended this one called Wild Love, and I have not been able to put it down. I think I have like 100 pages left or so, so I might be able to finish that tonight, honestly. But it's a really nice book. Again, like a super easy read, but really captures you and makes you want to continue reading more. She does a really good job at telling the story and kind of not leaving you on a cliffhanger, but wanting you to leaving you to like want to read more. You don't want to put it down. You want to keep reading to find out what happens. And I realized earlier that it actually has 1 on the side of it. So when I searched it online, it is a 3-book series, and she has released 2 of the books so far. So because I'm done almost, I ordered the 2nd book naturally, and the 3rd book, I'm not sure when it's coming out. I don't even think the cover has been released yet. So I figured I'll get stuck in on the 2nd book right after I finish this. That way I kind of just stay continuing into the story. So yeah, that is what we did this weekend. We have some exciting things happening tomorrow, so that's why I kind of wanted to pick up the vlog now and just kind of chit chat for a little bit. Tomorrow I am receiving our desk and our bookcase for our office. So I did finally order some furniture for that space, and that arrives tomorrow. So fingers crossed it arrives tomorrow. So that'll be really exciting. I'll start setting that up with you guys and sharing that. Those are the only 2 pieces that I've picked up so far for the space, just because I didn't want to rush it. I want to get them into the space and kind of feel it out. I want to load the bookcase up with all the books and kind of just get a feel for the space before I start ordering anything else. That being said, I should have ordered at least a desk chair, which I did not. I was looking at a few, but I'm like torn between getting one with wheels and then just getting one without wheels, and I want it to be really comfortable. I feel like desk chairs are just really hard to shop for, so maybe I'll look at those later on tonight before we go to bed and kind of see if I can find anything. But for now, I can just bring a dining room chair upstairs. It's no big deal. But I have been looking at like the cozy like reading chair, and I'm between 2 styles. I'll put them here. So the first one is like a dark green velvety chair, and I'm really drawn to this for 2 reasons. One, because our office used to be the dark green, and I just loved that color. I wasn't so much into the design of the space anymore, but I just really, really love that color. So I feel like it'd be really nice to be able to bring it in to the new space in a different way, it being in the chair. And 2, because I loved the orange couch that we ended up getting rid of. If you've seen vlogs a few months back, you would have seen that we had a big orange velvet couch in the office originally, and I just love that couch, and I was so sad to get rid of it, but it just didn't serve its purpose anymore. That kind of like jewel tone velvety style I just really like, so that's why I feel like I do love this green chair, and I think it'll be quite cool in the space and bring some masculinity into the room along with like the walnut color of the bookcase and the desk. But then we also have bright like creamy white walls. I'm looking at that one, and then I also have this one which is white, more classic, or not white, maybe it's like ivory, a little bit more simple, clean cut. Again, still looks really comfy and to compare with an ottoman. So I'm really just in between those two. I think I'm just gonna show Andrew the two pictures. I just let him pick. I feel like my heart is going towards the green couch, but I'm really scared I'm gonna regret it putting it in there, but I know I won't. But it's just me going back and forth and being really indecisive. So maybe we'll get that squared away this week as well, but I'm in no rush. I am just so excited to finally put my books into something. So like literally staring at them right now. The shelf here under the TV that looks like it's about to collapse with the amount of books that are on it. And then I also have this stack of books here on our table. There's usually a chair here. Andrew's actually using it in the office with a makeshift table, so he could have worked from home last Friday. But usually there's a chair there. But we just have so many books, so it'll be really nice to bring them into the office and just clear out our bedroom a little bit and refresh it. You know I'm gonna jump right in and start doing it, so I'll definitely share that with you guys. I think I have like a 5-hour corporate call tomorrow, so I'm just gonna put that on loudspeaker on my laptop and just start building furniture while that happens. So I figured I would start here and kind of just jump in and chit chat for a little bit. I think that's all we really have going on this week. On Wednesday, oh I lie, on Wednesday we are going to dinner with some friends at our local restaurant called Nami. It's like a Japanese restaurant. It's a really, really good restaurant, so we're going with some friends. We have a friend in town that lives in New Jersey that's just back in town after going on vacation because his family lives here, so we are gonna see him. And then we have no plans for this weekend, which we are super excited about because we came back from our trip, we jumped right into having hanging out with a friend that following weekend, and then this weekend we were in Tampa, so we're super excited just to relax. I am gonna get ready for hot Pilates. I actually signed myself up for reformer Pilates. Cooper is snoring in his sleep. I don't know if you can hear that. I signed up for hot Pilates. So hot Pilates is like mat Pilates, and it gets like 90 degrees in the room. Sometimes hotter if it's like a full class. It just gets so hot in there. But it's a really, really good class. I really enjoy the instructor. I've just started recently going. I think this is maybe like my 3rd or 4th class with her. And then I also signed up for reformer Pilates afterwards. I think there's like half an hour in between the classes. Don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself. I feel like I'm gonna leave hot Pilates and be like, absolutely not. Am I doing a Pilates reformer class as well? But usually in the evenings, the reformer classes are a little bit more relaxed. I feel like if anything, it'll just feel really nice to stretch out. Hopefully I won't be hungry after hot Pilates and I can make it through reformer. But we'll see if I make it to that 2nd class. I signed up because it's so hard to get into my reformer classes at my gym. You have to literally be on the app right as it opens up to sign up for the class, or you are not getting in. So because I just happened to be on the app when it popped up, I was able to get in, so that makes me want to do it. And it's been a while since I've done a reformer class, so I am gonna attempt to do both of those classes, but I'm gonna get ready now and figure out what I'm gonna wear and then hang out, try to finish my book today, and then I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow when the furniture arrives. It's supposed to be arriving in the morning, hopefully. I know they always say that, and then they're never in like the time frame that they say, but hopefully it'll arrive in the morning, and I'm really hoping that the delivery drivers will bring it upstairs for me too. It does say to clear out the space of where you want it, so I'm hoping they don't mind going up the stairs and bring it into the office for me. That'll just save me so much trouble because there'll obviously be 2 or 3 of them, so they can bring it up faster than I can since Andrew's gonna be at work. And I'm very impatient and I won't wait until he comes home. But yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys then and we will start putting the office together. Good afternoon. It is the next day. If I look disheveled, it is because I've had to sit on a corporate call for like 5 hours. And I'm really cold because there's like nothing in this room, so I've been really freezing, so I've put on my green sweater even though it's literally 88 degrees outside, but that's okay. I am finally done with work. I think it's just gone, yeah, it's just gone 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna start working on the office because Crate and Barrel came by and I finally have our bookcase and our desk. So it was kind of a surprise because they came by and I honestly thought I only paid for drop off, but I guess when you're paying for the shipping and the handling for furniture, they actually set it up for you as well. So I was pleasantly surprised when they came by and told me that they were also setting it up for me, but I was not prepared. I still had like a table in here with Andrew's computer and kind of stuff everywhere, so they had to wait a second for me to clean out this room so they could set it up. But that was really nice because honestly, now that I'm done with work, I could not see myself setting up all these pieces, but they were able to get it done in like 45 minutes, which was really, really cool. So I have my bookshelves here that look awesome, and then we also have the desk here that I actually was working from. So I have 2 bottles of drink sitting on the counter that are empty, but I am gonna start setting up the bookcase a little bit. Now I know I'm gonna put stuff on, and then at some point I'm gonna like rejudge it again and move things around, but I think the plan is just to get everything on there so I can like see it and kind of get all the stuff off the ground. And then we've got it on the shelves, and then from there over time this week or this weekend we can kind of like move things around. I'm also missing a few books as I've given some books to a friend to read, so I'm not gonna have everything on this counter. And like I said, not really sure where I want everything, so we're just gonna get everything on there for now. And then in terms of the desk, I'm gonna put Andrew's computer on there just to kind of get it off the ground again, but we really need to figure out what we're gonna put in like the drawers and stuff like that. I have 2 chairs in here right now. I need to put the other one back in our bedroom. So there's a lot of like organizing and tidying that I have to do. I hope it doesn't sound too echoey because there's nothing really in here, but I'm super excited to finally have somewhere to put all of my stuff. I think the furniture came out way better than I had expected. When you see it on like your little computer screen and then you actually see it in life, I think that this is just gonna work perfectly in this space, and I'm just so happy that I didn't have to set it up. Although that was gonna be part of this video, so I don't know how long this video is gonna be now because you're gonna watch me set this all up, but I'm super grateful that they were able to do it for me. He did ask me if I wanted him to do it, and I paid for it, and I was like, yeah, if this is included, you definitely helping me set this up. So I'm gonna just put you on like a little time lapse probably and just kind of start setting up my shelves, and we'll see how far we get before Andrew calls me and tells me he's on his way home from work. I'm actually gonna watch some YouTube while I do this. I'm gonna watch Victoria's new YouTube video that she must have just, 2 hours ago just put up. So I'm gonna watch this while I get this done, and hopefully this won't take too long. Okay, so I just want to pause because it's already getting quite full, but my idea of this is to have like all of my books that I'm reading, Andrew's books that he's reading, and then also pieces from our travels. So I actually have here this globe that we got from, where did we get this from? Amsterdam, which was our first kind of like trip that we did together. It actually was also our honeymoon. So we actually went in to like, I think it was like a boat museum maybe, all about like the boats and the canals and all that sort of stuff. And in their gift shop, they had this like paper cube, and it was obviously all folded up. And it essentially just like pinpoints where you have been. It's really dusty, that's why I keep looking at it. But you can kind of just pinpoint all the places that you've been. So we've just always had this since then, and I've just added to it everywhere we go. So we just recently added the Maldives and Singapore, so that's all that's on this side. But I really think it's quite cool, so I like having it on display. Obviously it gets dusty, but we can just dust it off. So I'm adding that on there, and then we do also have this. This isn't from our travels, this is something his mom picked up for us when it's so dusty. You can probably see that dust. His mom picked this up from us when she went to Africa for safari, and these were obviously handmade little wooden safari animals. So there's all the different 5, gosh, she said what they were and I completely forgot what they were, but like the 5 main animals of like the safari. I have no idea, I sound like an idiot, but she got these for us, and then when she came back to Florida, she actually had this like acrylic box made, and they've been glued in so they can be on display. So I'm gonna add that onto here as well. I think I'm gonna, for now, put it up here just to get it out of the way. And then we do I just put this up here to have this little elephant as well that she picked up for us that I think is really, really cool. But its little tusk came off and I just haven't glued it on. It just needs to be glued back on and it'll be okay. So I'm gonna put that up there for now and then come back and glue it on, but I'm gonna put it at the top for now as well. That way, as I'm figuring everything out, we can kind of move them down. But I think they'll look kind of nice up there, kind of out of the way on the top shelves, because I'm not really sure what else I'd put up there because they're quite high. So I think these work well for right now. But I just think it'd be a ton of fun now as we travel that we can kind of start filling up these shelves, which is like little, I guess you could call them knickknacks, just memories from traveling. I think it'll look quite nice all on these shelves, but priority is mostly just the books, just to kind of fill up all the shelves. Books that I completely forgot about, but this is one of my favorite books. It's called The Paris Architect, and it's all about an architect in Paris and the things that he would do to help find hiding spots for Jews. A really good book. I could not put it down. I did end up searching online to see if someone has started the idea of kind of making it into like a movie or a TV show, and I guess the rights were bought like in 2016, I think it was, or 2017. So it's been a while and I haven't heard anything more about it, but I think this would be an amazing movie or TV show. But if you haven't had the chance to read it, I highly recommend reading it. I actually don't see it a lot in the bookstores, but it's a really good book. And then I also found, I don't read thrillers or mysteries. I can't read scary books, but I think my friend lent me this book a couple years ago at my old job, and I guess never gave it back. It literally has a Christmas card in it as a bookmark, which I'm just gonna trash. But I don't read these type of books. This one's called The Woman in Cabin 10, and it just sounds scary. I feel like my mom might read this, so I might just set it aside, and next time I visit, bring that to her, because I'm definitely not gonna read it. And then I just have so many books that I've read as like a child, and then also through like COVID and stuff. Like I did gymnastics when I was younger, so I have a ton of books about gymnastics. This I read during COVID. Everything is Illuminated, which is a really good book, and just so many. Another gymnastics book. I have a bunch of books here that my parents ended up giving me before they moved that I've obviously read during like high school and stuff. I think they still have some. But I'm gonna kind of make a shelf based on like the genres. That way everything's kind of organized and neat. And then we can kind of just fill them up as we go, as we read more. Afternoon. It is the next day. I kind of left it a little bit like abrupt because Andrew came home and I was just showing him everything that I did, and then we ended up making dinner and I just forgot to come back and say something else. So this is the next day. It's actually a little bit later now. I've just finished getting ready because we are heading to dinner with our friends to this Japanese restaurant called Nami. I'm having one of those days when I don't know what to wear, and everything I'm putting on, nothing is working. So I'm going for manifesting cold weather while it's still 80 degrees outside in Florida. I've got a like sweater, but it's a sweater vest. It doesn't have any sleeves. And then I've just paired it with a pair of jeans and then my green little Anthropologie bag. And then I also have these Sam Edelman. Let me take one off. These are Sam Edelman Mary Janes, which I think is what they're called. But I actually have these in like that pinky velvety color, and then I picked these up for the Taylor Swift concert that we went to, and then just kind of on the idea that I just wear them with nice outfits afterwards. So I have those on. This is actually the exact outfit I wore the other day on my way home from Virginia. I went up there for work, and this is actually the outfit that I wore from coming back. So I figured I'd just throw this on, and then I just have these cute little like tortoise earrings. They're just little danglies. But yeah, so it is still 80 degrees outside, but I'm going for manifesting cold weather, so we'll see how we do. I am gonna jump back on tomorrow. I was supposed to have a haircut tomorrow, but they've moved it to Friday. I feel like that is also why I can't really figure out what I want to wear and what I look like, because my hair desperately needs cutting. My bangs, they always look good when I first blow dry them after they've been washed, but after that they end up just looking freaking ridiculous. At work they just looked ridiculous today, so I ended up washing my hair when I got back. But I have just air wrapped it, and it started to kind of come down. This side always comes down a lot more than this side, but that's okay because I usually end up doing this anyways. But I am gonna head out now. Andrew's about to come home, and then we're gonna head to the restaurant. And then, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be around, and then on Friday is when I'm getting my haircut, and then I'm also gonna go see my sister. She's in town for the week with her husband, so we're gonna go see them. Probably, they're staying at the Disney resorts, so we will probably see them over at the pool or something over there. But yeah, so I'll check back in. Nothing else has happened to the shelves. I actually have like, I'm looking over here because there's a ton of things that I need to sell that I've kind of just piled up. I usually just put it on like our neighborhood Facebook page and see if anyone wants anything before I put it on like Facebook Marketplace. But I need to do that this weekend too. But yeah, we're gonna head to the restaurant, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Good afternoon, everyone. It is a few days later. I've been editing this video today, and it's getting a little long, so I am gonna end it today, but I'm just about to get ready to go to Pilates class. I actually have Andrew joining me today, so I have to pack up what he wants to wear because he's gonna meet me over there at the gym. But I convinced him to do a hot Pilates. I feel like he's gonna immediately regret it, or he's gonna love it, who knows. And then we're gonna get some dinner afterwards because I know that we're both not gonna wanna cook anything after doing that class. Usually Andrew will cook while I'm at that class because I just wanna come home and devour everything. So we're definitely gonna get something to eat afterwards. I'm gonna quickly change. I've already pulled out my outfit. I am freezing. I don't know why I'm so cold today, so I'm gonna throw on a sweater. And then I wanted to run downstairs with you because I just got a package from Pottery Barn. It's kind of on the theme of like Halloween, so I wanted to quickly show you that before I end this video. I quickly get changed. This time I am wearing shorts. So when I went to the Pilates class on Monday, well, first off, I did not go to Reformer Pilates after that. There is absolutely no way. It was so hard. I don't know if it was because I was wearing leggings. I usually wear shorts. I just have like biker shorts on. But this time I wore leggings. I'm like, oh, all the girlies wear leggings to this class. Like, it must not be that bad. It was obviously so hot, and I was just so uncomfortable. I immediately regretted only wearing leggings. And then she finished the class. It's very like high intensity, more so than Pilates. Like, there's Pilates movements, but it's very much like HIIT workout. And at the end, it was so much cardio, like so much up and down, up and down, up and down. There was literally a point that I was like, I'm staying on the ground. I am the only one in the class who's just sitting here on the ground drinking her water. The instructor was like, are you okay? I'm like, yes, I am okay, but I am so hot right now. I need to take these leggings off. So there was no way that I was gonna do my Reformer Pilates afterwards. So that was just out the door immediately. But I'm gonna wear shorts today, so hopefully I will feel a little bit better. Let me just bring you downstairs really quickly. I feel like there was something else I wanted to bring up, but I do not remember. Before I head downstairs, I wanted to just quickly show you the office. Again, it's still echoey in here, obviously, but I actually pretty much cleared everything off the floor and got organized, and I also mopped and vacuumed the floor. So the office is looking pretty good. So this is what it looks like currently. So I just have Andrew's like computer set up right here for right now. We are actually gonna sell this whole like thing, except for my iPad, obviously, and then go with something a little bit more sleeker and thinner, just because of the size of the desk. And we also just don't want this massive tower just like living its best life in the corner. But this is what the bookcases look like. I just have a pile of things there that I need to find homes for. I think I'm gonna change the pillow covers on these and use them on the new chair that I'll get eventually. I also think I might sell this like vinyl rack, keep the vinyls obviously, and put them in like a little basket at the bottom of the shelf just to kind of get rid of that, because I don't really know where I'd put it once there's a chair in this space, because I want to just add like a little side table and like a light. This is a shelf that I'm gonna be selling, and then there's just a few things over there that I need to tidy up, but it's looking pretty good. The room feels like so much bigger, so I'm really happy with the way that it's turned out. We got our little Cooper here. I have to put it up here. I had it in our closet, but I feel like it looks cute on the shelf, because if I don't put it high up, Cooper's gonna think it's a toy and he is gonna eat it. And then I have our little photo frame from our last trip. They took a photo of us before we were leaving and put it in this cute little frame, which was really nice. But let's go downstairs because I want to open this package. I already sliced it open so I can just pull it out with you. All right, you're balancing on a tissue box, balancing on a candle, and then the camera. But this is a cute little Halloween wreath that I picked up from Pottery Barn. So I'm not a Halloween person. I tend to not really decorate for Halloween. We have a few like pumpkin things that I'll pull out maybe in the next vlog, but we really don't decorate for Halloween. We're usually not here for like trick-or-treaters or anything like that, so we don't really do too much. But I did pick up this super cute wreath. Let me pull it out of it. It is a black sparkly wreath, and it actually also has little like bats all over it, so I need to just kind of stick them into place. And then it also lights up. So let me get batteries and turn it on, and I can show you guys what it looks like. All right, I have tried to put like 12 batteries into this thing, and it is not lighting up. So I think there's something wrong with it. I put everything in here and I'm pressing the button and nothing is working. I am gonna have to return it. I literally just tried like 12 batteries thinking like maybe it's my batteries, but I think there's something wrong with the wreath in general. This will not be going up today. I also think the bats, like in the photo, it's like the bats are stuck on the wreath, but this just seems like they're just gonna be hanging down every time there's a little bit of a gust of wind. So maybe this was a bad investment. Maybe I need to pick something else for Halloween. It was kind of expensive because it's from Pottery Barn, so I'm actually really disappointed. I don't understand why it's not working, but it is what it is. I can't show you guys that today, so that's sad, but I am gonna just end this video here. We'll pick back up in a few days. We're getting new phones tomorrow, so I'll share those with you. I think my case is not on the way yet, so I'm gonna have to be super careful about not breaking my brand new phone. But yeah, so we'll have another vlog coming up in a few days. I'll do a little like fall autumn try on as well. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I am covered in glitter. I feel like it's all over my face.